Okay, so Lindsay Gray posted that video, and it was super helpful because she's talking about her calendar, which is making it super simple for us to post and for us to share and just for us to stay on track with getting people involved. And I posted a calendar last night, so I was working a little later last night to try to get our calendar finished. I'm going to be more on the ball. I'm going to start our calendar here for May, since my trip to Punta Cana is at the end of this month. I'll actually be getting back May 2nd. So I want to have the calendar like up for you guys before I leave that way, and I leave on the 26th. So I'm going to have the calendar up so that you guys can plan for May. This month's a little jacked up because we didn't start our clean eating group this week like we should have. Because to be honest, I just felt like we just finished the clean eating group and time got away from me, and I just physically felt like I couldn't do it, which isn't a good reason. It's an excuse, but it is what it is. So we're doing it next month. So this month is going to be a little messed up. Jamie's team is still doing theirs this week. Currently, I know Tammy was running hers. Hi, girls. Hi, Silas. So, okay. So this month's going to look a little strange. So I want to really quick see if I can, you guys saw, do you guys have questions on the calendar? Do you want to go over it a little bit, or do you understand what the concept is and why we do it that way? Because here's what I've been doing, and here's what I think will, and the bottom line is, like, you don't have to have the system in place to succeed, but this is going to make it easier for all of us, because I know some of you guys are like structure oriented people. I like structure, but I'm going to get it done no matter what. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to post. I'm going to send invites. I'm going to find a way to get people involved, which may take me more time than doing it this way. So that's the idea behind this, is to work, smarter and not harder. And then you don't have to sit here and think, okay, like, what the heck am I going to post about tonight? Because I need to do a call to action post, and it's Sunday night. I'm supposed to be doing this, but I have no idea what to post. So if you follow that calendar, and again, like, I don't love, it didn't flow as well as I would have liked it to because of the structure of the month, because we didn't do the clean eating group. So we've got to work together in order to make sure, okay, our clean, like, and Melissa's coming up with, she's helping us with this clean eating menu, which we're going to use for next week. And for May, I already have the idea we're going to use for May, and I want to do a squat group. So I don't know exactly how, and I want your ideas on that. We'll talk about that at the end. But we've got to be thinking ahead. Okay, for May, what are we going to do? Because the idea is the first week is the clean eating group, always. First week, clean eating group. So what do? You've got to post, and you've got to share the week before. All of your posts should incorporate and talk about how your customers can take action. Because like Lindsay said on the video, if they may see another post, you may have posted about it, but then they may have saw another coach's post, and that, even though they were intrigued by your post and they liked your post and they thought it was good, you didn't lead them and you didn't show them how they can take action. So our posts have to show them how they can take action, because if they don't know where they're going with it, they're not going to know where they're going. So that's, I like how, because before, sometimes we go back and forth. Like, I'll do a coach post and I'll do a customer post, and I'll be like, okay, I'm going to try to get 2 more people involved. So now I'm going to do a call to action post, which is okay. Like, if you're really trying to hit someone and you've got a great idea and you want to share it and it's a good call to action, then that's great. But I just think for some of you guys who maybe struggle with posting and struggle with those call to action posts, because like Lindsay said, if we're just doing 1 to 2 call to actions a week, probably not going to hit a bunch of people, probably not going to get a bunch of people involved because they're not having enough exposure. So the idea is to give them exposure for 2 solid weeks, because we do a clean eating group, and then we do the sneak peek. See, this is where I need to talk to Jamie, because we just talked about this and she confused me. But like, I like how there's 2 solid weeks of talking about customers. So the clean eating group, and then it would go to challenge group. So maybe we need to alter, and I'm going to talk to her about this. She's in Florida right now, and it's hard to, I've been talking to her, but I just don't want to bother her a bunch with this. But I'm wondering if we need to change it up. That's why I'm going to get these kinks worked out so that May is going to flow better. But that way you're able to promote and talk about the customer and share for 2 solid weeks, because your first week is clean eating and then you go into your challenge group. Normally our challenge group's the 3rd week of the month, but if you do a clean eating group, then you do a sneak peek, then you do a challenge group, and then you might do a new coach like group. See how it's every other one? So your posts are going to be clean eating, talking to the customers or potential customers. Then you're going to go to sneak peek and you're prepping for that. And then now you've changed gears, and maybe they were intrigued, but now they're confused because they're like, what are they going to? And then we go to our challenge group, and here we are again promoting for our next challenge group. And then we're going to talk about maybe our new coach quick start or our new coach academy, however we're going to call it, because we're still in the works with that, because I'd like to run a monthly group for our new coaches. They need to get through that kickstart group, and then we're going to be putting them in a month-long group because that's where they're going to learn the basics. That's when they're going to start to figure out, to post and to show accountability with their power hour and do all those things. So does that make sense? It's just that they would get 10 exposures because, if you're posting call to actions from Sunday to Thursday and you're doing one every day, and it's not going to be the same. So don't feel like that's going to be too in their face, because some people just need that and they need to know that you're consistent with it. And again, it doesn't have to be the same thing. So that's why I try to change it up on the calendar so that you guys have different ideas and different ways to post it. And it doesn't have to be if maybe your why. So that's something any of us, our whys, some are the same and some aren't. Maybe why coaching is fun for you. So you could share about that. Maybe it's the relationships. Maybe it's the accountability that you have with, your fitness, whatever it is. But try to focus on that calendar. And again, I'm going to this one was a little messed up. So I apologize, but there's nothing I could do about it just since we didn't run our clean eating group. But I also want to talk to Jamie because I think that we need to switch up one of our weeks. We either need to I think we need to move up our challenge group. Honestly, I think we need to do clean eating, then challenge group, then sneak peek, and then our new coach academy. That's just my opinion. I'll talk to her and then we can kind of keep up with that. But I think that would flow better and just make it easier. But that way it takes the guesswork out and it's not a stressful thing. And hopefully that helps you guys. So that's why I wanted to talk about that for that. As far as our challenge group goes, so our challenge group starts, the free group starts next week. So we're going to be getting the menu. I'll have the group set up. I'll share it. You guys add your people. We're going to run it like normal. I'm sort of over clean eating groups for a while. I know that it's the basics and people need to do that, to know how to eat clean and we've had a lot of success with that because people lose 5 pounds and then they get excited. But I just kind of want to switch it up. And I think it would be awesome if you guys would brainstorm and think about ideas and groups that you might want to come up with, because based on what you like. So we're all like different things and our brands are all different. Our brand is just who we are basically. And so whatever that is, maybe you want to do whatever group you want to do. And if you want to do a squat group next month, I think that's what I'm going to try, even though I don't even know what I'm doing with running that, because I'm because I've seen a lot of girls run those. Do they just literally do sets of squats each day, or is there a meal plan with it? I'm assuming, what's with it, so I'm going to try to find out a little bit, but the faith group we did was awesome. That was really fun that time. So let's try to spice it up and just try something new, I think, because people just get immune to some of those clean.
Hey, Tabitha.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. The group is up. So it's in our page
right.
here.
Yes.
Up. So you guys just need to add your, I would just leave it open so we can all add each other or add ourselves, but then random weird people find the group, believe it or not. So that's why I make the ad, and I can make you all admins too. Once you want to be added, I'll add you, and then I'll try to make you admins, so then you can just add your people when it's time. But it is up in the group page. Sorry, I'm running back and forth between the baths. So
no, you're fine. Thank you. Yes, that's correct. So she did do that. Hold on one second. I'm texting Jamie just to see about that. Or Tammy, is your challenge group on the 2nd week or 3rd week of the month?
Okay, so my clean eating group is always usually the 1st week of the month. However, I was sick with strep last weekend, and right now I'm the only one that has like 2 people in it because everybody else is in my challenge group.
Okay.
My challenge groups usually start the second week of the month. However, Jamie and I were talking about running our challenge groups from the 1st of the month through like the 30th or whatever, like keeping them a full month because people tend to do better.
For the free or for the challenge group?
For the regular challenge group. Like
I
our
mean,
paid.
just starting on the 1st and being done with it, like always starting on the 1st of the month?
Yes, because what I've been doing, I have my same people in mind, which obviously have a smaller team. And so I just know that my people have responded better because I just keep the same group and just keep going. And so we just come up with a different like monthly theme.
Okay, I see.
And so they've just seemed to like it better. They don't have to keep track of what group we're in, what the name. It stays the same name each time.
Okay.
Change the theme.
Okay.
So, but I otherwise I usually start new people like right after the clean eating group. Like they'll do the clean eating group, and if they focus, then I move them over.
Okay. So Jamie did say, so like I've been doing mine opposite of Jamie, like I think most of this time, which is fine. That's the reason why you can run your own groups. You can do it how you want. We're just trying to make it duplicable for all of you and all of us so that you guys can pass it on to your coaches and we can make this system easy. So I'm just trying to figure out the best way, and we don't always have to do the same thing as Jamie, but it's just nice if we're kind of sort of on the same track. Okay, so she's doing her challenge group the second week. Okay, so that's what I want to do that. Just because that's what's going to flow better. So she's been doing that for a while now, I think, and I haven't, but that's okay. So we're going to change it for May, and we're going to do sneak peek is going to be the 3rd week. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and this month, I don't know, I'm going to look at the calendar. Maybe we'll alter it, but I don't think we will. I think we're just going to leave it how I have it because it's not going to matter this month. We're still going to promote. You have enough time now to promote for the coach sneak peek and the clean eating group. And I know that goes against everything I just said as far as, you know, doing the solid 2 weeks of posts, but this month is just jacked up. So just roll with it. And then we'll do, so next month, okay, clean eating group, then challenge group, 2nd week of May. And then sneak peek is going to be the 3rd. If we do a live event, it's going to be the 3rd Tuesday. If we do a 3-day, I don't care. I think one or the other's fine. But we can't do Monday nights because our team calls Monday nights. So if we do a live sneak peek, it's going to be the 3rd Tuesday. Then the 4th is hopefully going to be some sort of a new coach, whatever, which goes against the calendar again because I said that our coach, whatever, started May 3rd. So anyways, I might just need to pull that off and kind of edit that. That would probably be the best option. So I'll probably just delete that and then repost it for you guys. But I'm glad we're doing this because I think this is going to help. And I think it's going to like just help everything flow better. So keep that in mind for May. As far as the challenge group goes, I just want to make sure I know Jamie Wheeler and Melissa are doing the posts, are coming up with the posts for the challenge group. So Jessica Survey gave some tips in our team page on that, and that was really good. So watch that if you haven't. My thing is that I just want, okay, so it took me a while, and I know Jessica feels this way too. It took me a while to turn this over, okay, because I was always running it myself. So you become a control freak because you are in control of it, and you do it every month, and you want it to be a certain way. So it's a little bit hard sometimes to give those things up. Which is fine because we want to work together, and that's how you guys are going to gain confidence in order to run your own group. But my suggestion is to make sure like Jamie Wheeler and Melissa need to come together and just communicate. So whoever you're in, like if you're doing the challenge group for the following month and you volunteer, and we need to just need to pick people to do it really. And not really wait for volunteers, but just to maybe pick people so you guys can plan. Okay, if you're for May, you could start on it, anytime you wanted. I think that would be good. That way you're not waiting till the last minute. But you guys just need to communicate with each other to figure out, okay, like Jamie, I think was doing a few days of preseason. A lot of coaches do a whole week. I don't do that. But you can, I don't care. You can throw in 7 days of preseason. That's what a lot of coaches do. And then we condense those 7 days into the 3 to 4 days and just do a few posts a day. And I would Hootsuite it that way. So Jamie, that might be easy for you. That might be the best way to do it, just in case some coaches did want to run a full week of preseason. If I had a lot more time, I might do that, but I don't. So I just like to start it like about Thursday run it for a few days, and throw in like 3 posts a day, and that'll take care of those 7 posts or whatever, or however you want to do it. Just enough to get people started, to get people geared up, talking about clean eating, posting about Shakeology, anything that is going to help them. And you can look off of those templates that are in the file section. So don't be afraid to go back to that file section where those scripts are, and just like look at them, and you'll be able to see like, okay, they're trying to incorporate a lot of different aspects. Like, are you sore? Are you pushing? Are you feeling, good today? How's day number 2? How's day number 3? Whatever it is. And not always focusing on motivational posts for the day, but focusing on more structured things like water. Maybe throw in some tidbits about artificial sugar. Maybe one post would be about like taking a recipe that you normally love and changing it, like the pizza, for example, which is like my favorite thing, and to maybe trying a cauliflower crust recipe or something like that. So there's a lot of different ways. You guys just make it your own. And have fun with it, and just, communicate with the other person you're working with. And I think that will help you guys to just make sure you kind of covered it all and it flows pretty good. So I would say you guys would want to probably have your stuff done in the next like 5 days. Then that way you can come together, create the document so that it's ready to go, so that you can share it in the team page. We upload it into the file section, and everybody has it who's running their separate group. And if you're not running your separate group, then I'm just going to be taking care of it. And posting it in our team page and Hootsuiteing it and all that. So hopefully that makes sense. You guys have any questions that are doing those scripts? Does that make sense? I think we should just go ahead and maybe like see if we can assign May's, so that May is like kind of looked after, because May is going to come on very quick, because if we're going to do a challenge group the second week of May, then we're going to have to get in gear, because that'll be here before we know it. So, and same thing with the clean eating group, like that'll be here before we know it. So I'm just going to try to plan and have like events set up. And if you guys want to run like a free group and you want to take charge, then like just do it. You can run your own. We can do it together. If you want to lead it and we all jump in, fine. But I just think you guys are going to find that if you do that, you're going to be able to pass that on to your coaches and your team, and it's just going to help you. So anything else, you guys? I think that was like the main stuff I kind of wanted to cover. Did you guys have anything? I just think that calendar is really important, but I didn't really have anything major that I needed to talk to you about pressing wise. Anything, you guys? No? I'm trying to think. So what was something else I was going to... Do you guys want to do a squat group for next month for May? Like drop it like a squat, or like, do you want to try something different like that versus just talking about a clean eating group all the time? And I don't know, like, do you have any ideas? I'm going to ask Lindsay, she's never ran one, but I'm going to ask a couple of coaches if they have ideas on like what you do. Like, do you just do sets of squats? I mean, it seems a little bit like boring, but maybe it's not. Maybe that's the idea, but I'm assuming you maybe offer like some sort of a meal plan or meal prep tips or something in there.
You could probably get some ideas off of On Demand with like Brazilian butt lift or something. Just thinking.
Yeah.
Because they do a ton of squats and
right. That's true. I've never even looked at that one, honestly. But yeah, I saw a couple coaches kind of talking about it. So I thought, well, maybe I could reach out to them and just ask them what they include in that. Because same thing with like a push-up group or something, there's got to be more to it than just like push-ups and just squats. That's my opinion anyways. So like, and I'm fine running another clean eating group. I just feel like we need to put a spin on it, just something fun and different for people to get involved with. Okay.
I would think I would still incorporate the clean eating part of it.
Right. I mean,
add something different in.
Because that's how they're going to get results,
Right. It's because the clean eating is like the foundation of everything. So.
Right. So I would think that they're putting that in there. They're just not necessarily advertising it as that. So it's kind of maybe more intriguing for people. So maybe I bet that's the idea. But then I'm just like, with the exercises, do you just post like how many squats and I don't know. I just feel like I just don't love those like those stock, exercises that we post in the clean eating group. And I know that they're fine and they work and, it's better than nothing. But it's like, I don't know how they're doing the whole squat thing, or if they're just challenging them with like, do 100 squats, I don't know.
Say, I don't know. I mean, like if you think about, think of all the variations of the push-ups in
True.
Tour de Force in that 1 day workout, dynamic strength or whatever.
True.
There's different variations of squats, so I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they're doing like lunge, different like lunge kind of lunge things too.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to look, like I'll have to just see, but I think that's what we should try. Unless you guys have something else you want to run, then like we can do that too, or you guys can do that.
Tabitha,
yes.
if you're looking at the squat thing, kind of like with what Carlita said, maybe take a little bit out of Tour de Force. And I know the 21 Day Fix Extreme does a lot of variety of squats between like your sumo, your plyos.
Yeah, that's true.
Frog top thingies.
Yeah, you're right.
A fan of.
Yeah.
I know for May, I was considering doing for a free group instead of concentrating as much on the menu, kind of drawing them in with like get your beach body ready because it's almost summer kind of thing, and doing like basically kind of doing like a 21 Day Fix Extreme, but simplify it down for them, kind of do the modification. I don't know, just something that I was going to show them video of like the moves.
Yeah.
Just something they can do on their own and kind of, because everybody, it's been cold enough, they're not thinking about it yet.
Right. No, I think that's good. And like you said, there's so many variations. So I don't know, like even if like we did a video, even if each one of us volunteered for that day and did like a variation of like, maybe 3, maybe 5 different like squat combinations or something like that, or just however you wanted to do it. Like I would do something one day and I would just pick whatever I wanted to do. And then you guys would do the same. Cause we can all come up with some sort of a squat, combination for them or circuit for them to do. So I think that would be really good. And then our faces would be, and there would be each one of us doing a short video, and that would be kind of fun rather than just being like, here's a stock photo of like 10 squats or 10, something that they don't have the time. I feel like they don't know what that is. Like no one knows what a frog, whatever squat, most people don't know what that is. So if they're not already doing a program. So I like that idea. So maybe we should just like pick, Monday, Tuesday, just 5 days a week. And then let's just use like an easy meal plan. Like we have so many meal plans now, like let's just pick one out of our group and make it simple for May and not stress about it, because there's no sense if we're going to focus on the squat thing, maybe more so, and advertising it and promoting it. Let's not stress out about the menu and recreate the wheel here. So let's use some of we just don't want to make it too hard, because that takes away from your power hour. And I know we have to invest in our business and we do need to do those things sometimes, but now that some of us are running our own challenge groups and we're coming up with scripts for that, let's just not make it too hard. But try to think of some free groups and then just like take charge and maybe post about like your idea, and then we can branch off just like we did now. We just kind of branched off and came up with an idea of what we can do. And we can do that again for like June. Just start thinking about what kind of free group you guys might want to run or what you think would be kind of fun and different. Then we can kind of figure it out. Okay, I think that's pretty much all. I don't really have much else. I'm excited that the challenge pack for the Beachbody On Demand All Access is $160. I think that's like huge, you guys. Like I already thought it was a great deal at $199. I know it's hard to get people to spend $199, but it is like such a good deal. And now at $160, what I've been telling people, I had a girl just order it, and I have a couple other girls that are ordering it in the next couple days. And it's like, I've been telling them they're basically getting Shakeology for $60, because that's not a lie. Like they're getting $99 is the actual fee if they were just to do the Beachbody On Demand. So they're getting Shakeology, a whole bag for $60, which is like way cheaper than we know we get it for. So it's just insane. So I would be sharing the like HELL like out of that, because it's just going to be like, not just necessarily about a sale, but don't be afraid to like do a post that says like OMG or whatever. Like they just came out with a sale, like the sale is huge. I mean, blah, 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 like kind of talk about maybe, you don't have to use the word sale, but you know what I mean? Like show that your excitement for something that they just like started and just came out with, because I'm kind of just blown away that they're making it that cheap, but they're also just trying to get people involved into the spring. I think they're calling it spring into health promotion. So that's awesome. So I'd be like just sharing the heck out of that. And with people, customers who maybe were interested in Beachbody On Demand, maybe somebody who did the 30-day free trial, and instead of like, you don't want their like subscription to upgrade the $41, like you want them to cancel probably that 30 days and upgrade and just start with a challenge pack from the get-go. Okay. And just think about like all the people that maybe even did 21-day fix already, or, just all the people that are going to get this for us. Like, it's crazy. The whole entire year, they're going to get every single program and any program that they launch this year. Like at Summit, they're going to come out with like 2 to 3, probably 2 new programs and maybe 1 more this year. Jersey, no. And so that will be good because they're already going to have access to all of that stuff. So it's a great way to get people involved. Probably like the best deal ever. Okay, Jersey, stop. No. Go ahead. Sorry, was someone going to say something?
Is anybody going to Super Saturday?
No.
Okay, I just wondered because they said something about announcing who the Master Trainers program was. So
yeah, I did see that they were going to have some like new announcements. I just can't make it. I just couldn't fit it in this time. But yeah, we'll be able to hear all about that too. They'll have updates, and I'm sure other coaches will be talking about it. So I'll share what I find out with you guys too. But I need to find out when this next Super Saturday is so that maybe we can make a trip. I just couldn't do it this month with like my trip coming up and stuff. And then Summit's coming up after that, and it's just too much. But yeah, they're supposed to release some stuff, so that's good. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's pretty much it. So anything else, guys? Okay. Well, have a good night. Thank you all for getting on. And just let us know, girls, Jamie and Melissa, if you guys have any questions, and then just feel free to, like, are you going to put it in a Word or in a Google document? Can you do that? No? Yes? Okay. That's fine. However, we could get it transferred somehow. No big deal. Okay, girls, talk to you later. Have a good night. Bye.